Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And now in this video we're going to see the last little bit of the Ares boss in Epic of Pain, followed by the rewards opening. We're going to open that rank 4 gem, we're going to open the Titan Nexus. Those are sort of the big things that we're going to see what we get, and then choose our first rank 4 on the account. So this is the cosmic and skill path that started with Nebula. My team was mostly Silver Sable and Scream. However, Elsa is here simply for the Ares boss. She is one of the best Ares counters, very high inherent crit rate on her, as well as the counter evade attack thing that she does. It will work as long as he's not dashing at you unstoppable. But at the end of the day, this final phase is less so about intercepting and it's more about getting those specials. You can see how many immortalities it removes if you get it right. That was a special one. And if we can just push him to 2 bars of power, we just have to bait one more and then he should go down. So here it is. It looks like a special 2 and light, dash, dash, swipe up, and then going in for the kill. One of my favorite champions, Elsa Bloodstone, gets the kill. Now, I talked about this earlier in the week about my rank 4 options. I have very, very solid options for every single class except for Mutant. So when I'm opening these gems, in the back of my head, that is what I'm thinking. I just want one of the other 5 classes. Then I have a very easy decision to make. But the other thing I want to talk about is that we currently have the Valentine's Day sales going on, and there is the chance to get a second rank 4, but I am choosing not to do that simply because we don't know anything about when the next progression title is. I don't want to dump like 20,000 units to get another rank 4 now when we don't know what's coming in the future. If there was a new Valiant type title or something like that we knew we needed to be working toward, I would try to rush, use those units. But instead, I'd rather wait till the price of tier 7 basic depreciates a little bit and for Kabam to tell us hey, the next time you need rank 4s is here, kind of see what 9.2 has, things like that before I get into my second rank 4. So because of that, we're kind of at the whim of this gem. As you can see in the background, these little class crystals were all awful for me. Literally, we're talking Mangog and Korg and stuff like that. So nothing exciting there. The base pool is just so huge that's going to happen. But before we open the Titan Nexus, it's time to get this rank up gem. So again, this is a replay, so this won't be my live reaction. But in my head, I'm just thinking, skill. We've got Elsa Bloodstone. Mystic, we've got Shathra, we've got Kushala, America, all amazing champions. Cosmic, I'm going to take Scream. If we get Science, it's going to be Silk. If it's Tech, it's going to be Stark Enhanced Spider-Man or Prowler. And then if it's Mutant, though, yeah. So you kind of saw where this was going, right? My least wanted gem. So I gotta say, when this happened, I was pretty gutted because we'll look at the options soon. I obviously have some very powerful mutants, and I think the mutant class is going to be improving even more this year. But I just, it's your first rank 4. You want it to be a champ that you're extremely excited about. And so what happened starting now, my brain just started going and really thinking about all my options, who's going to be my rank 4. But let's not let that suck the wind out of us yet. We still have a couple more things to open here. The Titan Nexus, my number 1 pick here is to dupe Scream or to dupe Shathra. And looking right here, we have a Black Widow, we have Enchantress Sig 80, which we don't want, but we can awaken that Scream. I don't think I've ever clicked on a Nexus choice faster. One of my favorite champions. I had a Cosmic Awakening gem, but we can now save it, use it on somebody like Serpent. So yeah, that right there, that was the highlight of the opening for sure. Scream, one of my favorite champions, may be my generic rank 4 when we get the materials to do so. So I will be holding onto Cosmic materials. And then finally, the 5-time Nexus. Again, this basic pool is so huge that I'm not expecting much here. Venom the Duck, Storm X, Mr. Negative, and Mangog are all no-goes for me, but a new Symbiote Supreme is actually pretty good. This guy comes up, and every once in a while, you absolutely need this guy on your team. He doesn't really need the Awakening, so he could be sort of a sneaky rank 3 candidate down the road, and very glad to get a new champion out of that. So now, all right, it's time to start thinking. I did not make this decision the night that I finished here, but if we take a look at our 7 stars, I have you know, 3 rank 3s right now. It's Onslaught, it's Deadpool, it's Mr. Sinister. But Deadpool and Mr. Sinister are not awakened. And I explicitly said in my video that I did not want to use a generic awakening gem on Sinister. I did not want to use a generic gem on DPX. And Onslaught, you know, obvious choice. He's the most powerful mutant. He's already rank 3. He's already got some SIGs to him. Obviously, prestige doesn't super duper matter to me. Looking at the unowned, I didn't buy the Dazzler pass, so like I'm not going to get Dazzler anytime soon. Gentle, I don't know. Like I don't really know much about him, and I'm probably not going to get him for a while. He'll be in the next Titan. Now, Storm X is a champion that I did use a little bit in this content. I used her for spam. I used her for Tigra. I also used her for Annihilus, so that's definitely an option. But those are really the ones right there. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm kind of sorting by by name here. I'm trying to get back to sorting by mutant. And, you know, let's really think about this, right? Onslaught, one of the most powerful champs in the game, counters miss, just massive degen damage. I mean, the dude just takes care of business. I even used him on one of my EOP paths. And yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right? But there's also Deadpool X-Force, and oh man, I don't feel so good. What is that? And then my head. What's happening?
Don't say we can't, don't say another word. These thoughts you've imagined aren't real, aren't adding up. You fetched your ideas from nowhere, or from another world. Your logic's impaired, your full picture is cropped. 'Cause we both know one day they're just gonna try again. Without doubt, my say the world's gonna mend. We both know one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, 'cause this ain't the end. We both know one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, 'cause this ain't the end. Both know one day they're just gonna try again. Without doubt, my say the fault's gonna mend. We both know one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, 'cause this ain't the end. Clear, bright rain. You're so far off, oh, it's like you can't see.
So yeah, that was the time that I took Professor X from rank 1 to rank 4 and used a generic awakening gem.